to be here in Cambodia. We're very excited. We would like to thank Dr. Cham Nam as well as David from LITEP Tech for inviting us to speak today. So what is STEM? STEM is part of an educational approach to combine multiple skills as well as subjects as access points for guiding student inquiry, dialogue, and critical thinking. The goal is to encourage students to connect their skills to real-world problems and helping solve them. Yet one of the biggest challenges that we face here today is that many educators, especially those teaching younger students, are not confident to teach multiple subjects alongside computer science and engineering and very technical skills, especially at the younger years. So we're here today to speak about how we can nurture future innovators via STEM educator capacity building. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So at VEX, we feel that the use of robotics and computer science is a wonderful way in STEM education to drive student engagement and help them become creators using technology and not just consumers. So recently, interest, as we're seeing here today at this wonderful Premier Center, the interest in using technology and STEM robotics has flourished as teachers and schools embrace the potential to provide engaging and hands-on authentic learning to teach design, engineering, and technology. It's also seen as a way to introduce and incentivize students to pursue careers in STEM. So the use of robotics right now in education has become more accessible, more affordable. And that's all thanks to the attention and interest from a lot of you educators and policy leaders in Cambodia. The resulting advantages and advances have contributed to the accessibility of using this as a tool. So in fact, some might consider robotics to play a similar role in the classroom as computers used to. So with educational robotics' growing presence and use comes important questions. So what are the best practices of using this as a new and exciting tool? How can we conceptualize the purpose of educational robotics in the classroom? These questions are a lot more complicated than they may seem at first, but we have a lot of different views that we'll be able to share with you. Next slide, please. Coordinator standpoint or head of school is that robotics can be used as pre-built objects that perform very specific tasks. Educational robotics thus becomes a medium, providing students the opportunity to exercise their agency, their voice and choice, in learning and engaging, not only in problem solving, but also in problem finding, problem construction, problem analysis, as well as the planning and monitoring of those efforts. Educational robotics then becomes something much bigger, a medium to prepare students for the complexities of the challenges awaiting them as they prepare for those jobs of the future. So the effort by schools to implement the medium of educational robotics has produced a lot of challenges. Some of them might be looking at how to integrate this as a standalone course, while other schools have used robotics and computer science to supplement traditional subjects. Still others use robotics as an after-school activity. We've seen that robotics competition is a great driver and a way to motivate students as it gamifies learning and makes it exciting. Competitions are great and they can be used to raise student participation. In the same manner that schools once looked at computers and usage, some people might look at them as expensive calculators. But we can look at educational robotics as not to be limited by the same perceived constraints. Next slide, please. STEM. Students can see their learning applied in authentic concepts. Therefore, STEM isn't a curriculum and can't be separated from STEM pedagogy. It's difficult for students to become engaged and motivated to learn STEM if they have never seen examples of STEM being applied in the real world. So what creates the spark of interest and inspiration for these students? As they are starting that, we want to see more integrated STEM, and we want to be able to inspire teachers and students. STEM is more than an acronym. Science, technology, engineering, math. It's changing our world for the better. Telling the story of STEM will help inspire and engage students. Teaching STEM is helping students understand our world. STEM is a mirror to our world. Our students learn more about their world when we teach them STEM. Focus on people in STEM, tell their stories. These STEM role models can show students that they too can be successful in their lives. Thank you very much.